we both went, and we went with two other friends of ours, and all four of us got hurt on different rides. It's like
No
nothing
way.
like bad, but
Wow.
we got hurt enough.
So
And
you
it's
were there. You were actually
oh, we were
there.
absolutely there, absolutely there. And one of the main things in our movie is something Adam and I saw walking side by side as we were entering the park. I don't know if it was left or right, but we both turned in a certain direction, and we saw the cannonball loop. The water slide that you go down, you do loop and come out. And Adam and I, at that time and even now, we did a lot of stupid shit. And even the two of us looked at each other, and went, "No fucking way." Just like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. That's right. Adam's throwing it up. Douglas, you got to throw it up.
I'll give you some. I'll give you some.
Yeah.
It's not my thing, but I'll give you some, man. All good.
What is going on? It's your boy Preston, Fat Samurai Guy, back again in the dojo, hanging out with me. We got two awesome filmmakers, directors. They've done it all. Up first, we're going to let these legends introduce themselves. Up first, Douglas, welcome to the dojo.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Preston. Looking forward to it. Awesome.
Oh yeah, and right. And this gentleman over here, that's right. He fights for the right to party. That's right. Adam, welcome, sir.
I've been fighting for that right for a long time. That's a long time ago. But thank you, Preston. It's great to be here, and really looking forward to it.
First of all, any intro that has like Arnie from Predator in it is automatically awesome. Just the best.
Exactly.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. That's how I see it.
That's right. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah, I got the Predator poster back here. I'm a big diehard fan.
Awesome.
So speaking of Predator, have you guys seen Badlands yet?
We saw it together, and I dug it. I thought it was
okay. Cool. Yeah, loved it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm actually going to be checking it out on Monday. This coming. Monday,
it's a really good. The fact that we get more to know about the alien universe, I think, is great, and see more about the the Predators themselves is awesome. I love getting a little more into their lore, and I thought that was really cool because I love that part in Predator 2. So this kind of like helps it a little bit, and I loved it because Predator 2 is. I remember Am and I seeing it in the theater, and we were bummed because all we wanted was more Arnie. But when you step back from that, it was a really good movie. I dug it. Good. I loved it. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Predator 2. I still say it's underrated, especially in the franchise.
Absolutely,
really right. Underrated.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Danny Glover. That scene at the end of the movie when,
like,
when they all show
who's
up.
Next?
Like, who's next?
Who's next? That's great.
It's really terrific. Yeah, I happened to catch it recently, just that part, because they're running them all over TV. And it was just that part where he goes into the alien ship. So I watched it to the end, and I'm like, man, this was really good,
It was great. Once you get over the fact that Arnie's not in it, because it's like all you wanted was more Arnie. And I'm like going, but once you got over it, I'm like, man, this is a really good movie. I mean, it had so much good stuff in it, So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Gary Busey was insane as usual. Delightfully awesome. Insane.
Yeah. Awesome.
Did you ever see the behind the scenes clip of that movie when they were all just goofing around? They're all jamming, they're all dancing together. All the Predators
seems to be like
dancing.
the typical behind the scenes. Everybody just has to dance. It's like you have to dance and you're behind the scenes. Unfortunately, we didn't have any of that in the making of Traction Park Massacre. We were on such a tight schedule and trying to get everything just done. We had a short time to do it, so there was none of that dancing around. We wanted to. I think after it was finally completed, we did. Ab and I danced a little bit, but that was about it.
Copy that. Copy that. Yeah, that's right. Because we're going to be getting to Traction Park Massacre a little bit later. That's right. Because we're here representing what? Horror, son. We're representing horror today, baby. But before that, a little backstory here from our gents here. Douglas, when did you get the call to get into the business? Inspiration, motivation.
My inspiration, it was really way back. So it's like, for me, it was seeing the first Star Wars when it was only called Star Wars, not A New Hope, and I had just come home from my first year at summer camp, so sleepaway camp. So And my dad literally took me right away because that summer said, you have to see this movie. And we went to a theater in one of the really cool old theaters in Flushing Main Street. And it was one of these big suckers, right? So it was just like, all right, I sat down. I people had been telling me about it during the summer. And, that 20th Century Fox, opening, which I can't hear without going, now I have to watch Star Wars now, so it's like,
Yeah.
that happened a long time ago. I got as far away. Boom! That unbelievable score came in, the crawl, and then the freaking Death Star and the blockade runner just coming over. It's just, it gives me chills right now thinking about it. If I could show you, and I think that started something because it wasn't just the movie. It was the music, the sound effects, the stories, the characters. I was like, this is great. And then it only got, for me, reinforced after The Empire Strikes Back, because right then I was all into, how is this being made? What are they doing to create these unbelievable worlds? And the fact that so much of it was practical before all this, all the real, I don't know, computer graphics got involved, and it still looked amazing. For me, that was bit. As you can see, I'm even Star Wars out a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
represent.
yeah,
That's right.
I'm representing.
The original trilogy is still the best.
I'm an OG
Still
guy all the way. I dig the prequels. I really do. Because it's more George Lucas, but sequels.
I like Rogue One, but that's about it.
Rogue One was freaking tastic, as was Andor on both seasons.
Yes.
Andor, I really dug as well.
Yeah. Well, Star Wars. Well, that's an awesome
Yeah.
story, man. And Star Wars is definitely one of those films where, if I had a time machine, I would just go back just to see how the audience would react and everything. I mean, how cool that, and Jaws and so many other Into
Jaws,
the Dragon.
One of Adam and I's absolute favorites. So
yeah, what a classic. Cool.
I think
Adam.
my drawer was open the whole time watching Star Wars. I was just like the whole time until it was over.
Which is funny.
This is a 12-year-old, 11-year-old kid just like, oh my God.
Man, yeah. I actually saw Empire Strikes Back in the theater, but I was an itty bitty little samurai, but I still kind of understood what was happening.
There's a good story about that too for Adam and I.
I'm sorry. Return of the Jedi. Sorry, not Empire. Return of the Jedi.
I'm talking Empire Strikes Back, but yeah. We were young and our parents wouldn't let us go because movies opened on Wednesdays back then. It was weird. Open on Wednesday. I remember going, Ma, I really want to go see this movie. She goes, absolutely not. On Wednesday, but she let me during a school day. And we wanted to go into the city to see it too. She wouldn't even let us go on a Friday. So we had to wait till a Saturday to see it. And Anna and I woke up really early. We sat in the theater to see the 10 o'clock, the 12 o'clock, and I guess the 2:30 show. We sat through it 3 times before we were like, all right, our heads are about to explode. We have to get out of here. But I know we're talking about horror. That was a whole sci-fi thing. We can get right back into it.
We talk movies. It's fine.
Cool.
How cool. Adam, this project right here, Drop Dead Rock, was this the first project you and Douglas worked together with?
Doug worked on it, but
that was all Adam, dude. That's my boy there.
We I wanted to. I'd been directing music videos for a while. I'd done a bunch of work. The most notorious of it being for first the Beastie Boys and then Metallica. And when I got done, there was an actual movement happening in New York City though of low budget filmmaking. A bunch of films now that. Not as well known, but there was like a film Laws of Gravity that broke out and a bunch of other things. There was like kind of a bunch of people, Clerks, of course, with Kevin Smith. And, then there was like Tarantino and Rodriguez. And then, so sort of in hindsight, trying to make a comedy on a budget was a mistake because really horror is the best thing you can do on a budget. But at that time, I was like, that's what I wrote because it's what I felt. And, whatever, we made it. It's okay. It's like, if I see it now, I could just see about a billion things I would do better and different, but that's what you do, with the early work. But yeah, it was fun. It was nice I worked with the shooting gallery who had made Laws of Gravity, and the film right after they made was Sling Blade. So they were kind of rolling, doing this kind of, low budget indie filmmaking was a big deal back then, and so that's what I was endeavoring to do.
How cool. But that's the first time you guys worked together on a project, right?
Well, no, that was Adam wrote and directed that. That's all him. I just did we
got to go further back, and it's funny that you're it's like this is the dojo and you're the samurai, because what Doug and I directed it together in our, in high school was a 30-minute kung fu epic.
Yo,
you have to see the light of day. We love it. We watched it with our friend a month or so ago.
Well, actually, Adam, the first one was in high school. The second one, the 30th, was when we were both in college. We used it for both our film projects.
Yeah. So we've been directing. I mean, we were directing, as far back as like 8th grade. I mean, it's
cool.
This kind of really goes back, and we have like a little trailer reel that we put together for our showing at New York Comic Con. It was about 30 seconds of our clips, basically with us like blowing each other up and shooting and running around.
Wait, hold on.
It's fun.
Blowing me up. None of us blowing each other up. Get out of here.
That was a little closer to it, I think.
That's awesome. Can we watch that kung fu short
Well, we're getting it ready.
YouTube,
yeah, not yet. It's we've always thought about putting it out. Yeah, we want to take that out now. It seems like the right time. It's so long ago. It really plays well. It's actually amazing. It holds up. It's a 30-minute Super 8 kung fu.
Super 8, baby.
And it's really
whoa, no way. How cool is that? You know what we should do?
Cool look,
Yeah. We should do is when that gets public, we should all come back here and we should all watch it and react to it together in real time.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. That'd be great.
I mean, it is really, I mean, we're talking super freaking 8, man. It's like you see the grains, the scratches, because, when we're editing that, it's like you cut that film, that's the cut.
Right.
It's like there's no going back.
Yeah.
So that'd be Adam and I very, very late night in one of our dorm rooms or apartments that we had, because we both were going to school in the city, and we'd have late night TV on, and we'd be sitting there with our little reels, like, doing it. It was awesome. Editing stuff like that you never forget.
How cool is that, man? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to checking that out for sure.
Cool.
But Adam, you were a part of so many other cool projects, working with so many awesome musicians and stuff. But this one right here, man, Murder in the Front Row, son.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Told you, man, he's the rock star. He's the freaking rock star.
Right after I watched this, I bought it immediately. That's how much I enjoyed it, man. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun project. My background working with Metallica for a long time, but they didn't, sponsor this in any way. They did appear in it for me, which I'm forever grateful. But they, that came from a book. It was called Murder in the Front Row, taken from an Exodus song, and it was just these two guys, Brian and Harold, who were in the early scene in San Francisco. It was so long ago. It wasn't even called thrash yet. It was just like this fast metal scene. But they, what grabbed me was these beautiful photographs that they took, because it's not, they weren't perfect, but you could almost like feel the sweat coming off of them. It's just young kids kind of inventing something for themselves, and it really, struck me. So I, went and proceeded to, get everything together to do the movie and interview all the people, 4 of whom were the Metallica guys, but everybody else who was, either they came from the Bay Area or they, kind of like take a guy like Mustaine and Megadeth that formed in Los Angeles, but the first place he kind of took the thing was right up to San Francisco to test drive his new machine called Megadeth. So it's, it really captured that, and it was a fun project, and a lot of great screenings and a lot of success with that one, which was nice to have.
Yeah, man.
You destroyed it. You destroyed it, dude.
I had to buy it immediately. I was like, I must open
that good.
this.
No, it's that good.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. There was a lot of, that was one of those films we'd shot so much footage that the movie's 90 minutes. Then we took like everything else. We said, well, there's all these great stories that like just can't make the movie. So we cut them into like little mini bits that we put out on the internet. There was 90 more minutes of these little bits. So like, I know the DVD has like, the regular thing, and then there was like a second disc with basically another movie in it. It's just, done in like 5-minute pieces, but really good stories, amazing stories that all these people had from, basically building the San Francisco scene and the Bay Area, I should say, thrash scene. And the centerpiece of the story, a lot of it is really about, the life and unfortunately untimely death of Cliff Burton. But and he's the thrashing, hair machine on the cover. But there's a lot of what's great is there's so much positivity. It's like that's again, I love going and finding something before there was any money, before there was any, there was no photographers. The reason these guys were photographing was, guess what? Rolling Stone and Spin Magazine, this wasn't even on their radar. They had no idea what was going on in the press. So it was pretty cool, actually, to uncover that period of time.
That's awesome. Well, God damn it. Now I got to buy the DVD now because I bought that was the only way I could find it at the time was digitally.
Yeah.
So it just comes with the main movie. And I said, I got to get the special features now. Hey, I'm representing the Metallica and Pantera tattoos, man. So yeah, we're right here, Adam.
Right.
We're
right here. I get you, man.
Yeah. But so now, hey, horror, baby. We get into the horror part of the podcast. So Douglas, baby. I'm going to start with you, Douglas. What are some of your favorite horror movies of all time?
Okay, well, for me, it started weirdly because I was always scared of my own shadow, and so it's like anything dark I never wanted to go into, and this guy over here would keep trying to drag me to these horror movies. I'm like, dude, man, I'm just, I have to go home, and if I park the car, it's like, there's a good 25 yards to the house, and it's just, forest everywhere. So it's like, but eventually I got into it, and I think the one that broke me and I was like, this is great, was Evil Dead 2, because I was laughing as much as I was scared freaking shitless. So and I was like, this is awesome. And from then on I was full on about it. And for me, it's like, it's a lot of the 80s stuff. Of course, the original Halloween is just amazing. The thing has virtually or no blood and still scares the crap out of you. And of course, then you go to the original, the first good 3, actually way more than that, of the Friday the 13th were always fun. But for me, it was like, I love Poltergeist, like, massively. I just think it's such a great movie as far as amazing, again, practical special effects with a great set of characters. And I don't know, it always gets me. It's just, I enjoy watching it. It's fun. It's scary. Then I tend to like more of the sci-fi type of stuff, horror stuff.
Nice.
Like Killer Clowns from Outer Space is one of Adam and I's favorites.
Yes.
Return of the Living Dead, Reanimator, the original Critters, it's like, I love those. And Adam does too. So it's like, we brought a lot of that into what we were doing with Traction. And as far as really good, sci-fi horror goes, I don't think you can beat the original Alien. So for me, that's just killer. Mm-hmm. So
this man has great taste in movies.
Yeah.
Yes. Adam, do you have any other ones that he didn't mention?
Yeah, Doug mentioned one the other day that I like, it's all baked in there too, which is American Werewolf in London, which sort of has like a feel to it. That's like that. Killer Clowns, of course, a big one. But I just love like horror as a genre. It's really interesting. I mean, we came up at a good time where there was like these slasher movies, and we do the movies and this, and then come out discussing them, and so it's sort of been a lot of years of that. And I just was, when I kind of came back around, and I was like, we should do something now. Just seemed like the time. Certainly horror is having a moment, and I'm happy if it keeps having that moment. And I think that we just knew that it had to be a horror film. It had to be the right idea, but there's no way that he and I can work and not have comedy come into it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of really fun stuff.
It's impossible
in it, but make no mistake, it's a horror movie, and people die and people are going to get carved up. It's because we
absolutely
kind of homage to the.
But it's got its slice of camp and comedy. You can't, not.
So it was a fun place to start, because as I always say, in a horror movie, especially a lower budget movie, you know what I mean? I even think with the higher budget ones, you can put stars in them, and that's fine. It's like, and they're great actors. You can put them in there. But I still don't think that's why people go. Fans of horror go because of the horror movie. That's what they're there for. So it doesn't matter. And that's what we endeavored to do. Now, our film doesn't have anybody, famous or that you would have heard of before. But in a way, that was actually a cool thing, because you look at it and you have no idea who's going to die.
Exactly.
And everybody.
You put a star in there and like, they're not going to kill him or her.
Well,
Right.
you get an idea. You see that face, and there's something to that. You know what I mean? There's something like they have a weight to them, or you just know, like, well, they didn't just show up for like 2 minutes of this thing, so they're coming back, or they're going to be here. You know, and it was kind of very freeing, actually. So, yeah, it was good to make a horror movie at this level.
No, that's well said, because that's how I am. Like, hey, you know, the movie Dojo Army, they'll send me trailers, or buddies of mine, they'll send me trailers. They're like, hey, you got to check out this horror movie trailer. And I'm just watching. I just want to watch the trailer. I don't care who's in it. Does the trailer deliver?
Yes.
And speaking of trailers delivering, we're going to get to Traction Park Massacre trailer. We're going to debut it here on the channel in a little bit. But so how did this project come about, Douglas? I know, Adam, you started talking about it a little bit, but
sure.
Was it from the Action Park craziness that actually happened?
Go to Action Park way back in the day.
Okay.
We both went, and we went with 2 other friends of ours, and all 4 of us got hurt on different rides. You know, it's like nothing like bad, but we got hurt enough. You know,
so you were there. You were actually there.
We were absolutely there, absolutely there. And one of the main things in our movie is something Adam and I saw walking side by side as we were entering the park. I don't know if it was left or right, but we both turned in a certain direction, and we saw the cannonball loop. You know, the water slide that you go down, you do loop and come out. And Adam and I, at that time, and even now, you know, we did a lot of stupid shit. And, you know, even the 2 of us looked at each other and went, no fucking way. Just like, nope, we're not going on that thing. But it didn't matter. It was already closed down, so it's like you couldn't anyway. So we had the time at the park. We all got, you know, hurt. Adam got hurt spectacularly on this Tarzan swing that you land in this real, like, this like dugout puddle of mud water, which was ice cold, and people are watching people on this, not to, you know, see them do anything, watching for people to get hurt. Everybody just wanted everybody to get hurt. These guys lines like, you know, freaking die, man, and whatnot. So I don't know what it was about Adam. He was watching people do these flips on this thing, and he's right next to me. He goes, I'm gonna do a flip. I'm like, well, why? He's like, I'm gonna do it. But he had this like determination. I'm like going, all right, go for it. But I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh crap, man. If he gets hurt, you know, whatever. So he goes into it, right? And he starts doing this backflip. I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna do it. He gets to about 180 and stops horizontal with his back to the water and just goes straight down and slaps into it Wile E. Coyote style and sinks into it. I'm like going, oh. But what he couldn't hear was all the guys on the side going, ah! And I'm like going, oh, please get up, please get out of the water. And he did, and his back was lobster red for the rest of the day. So,
Adam, you trying to do your own stunts?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what possessed.
So coming from that, and then you know, Adam and I started, like Adam said, he was looking for a project we can do. He calls me up one day, and just goes, or actually texted me. It was one of the two, and it was the title of the movie. He goes, Traction Park Massacre, and I just went, yep, like that. Next thing you know, we were on the phone for easily well over 2 hours, closer to 3. Just mapping out the whole thing, and it's one of those times you don't forget, is that conversation, and then mapping it out, and then literally I would say 2 years after that the movie was done, you know. So it was wild.
Yeah,
how cool is that? Thoughts on the Johnny Knoxville comedy?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, sure. You know, I can't, you know, what am I supposed to say about John Knoxville? Like, guy, you know, throws his body on the line for, you know, for everything. But
speaking of stunts, you know
what I'm saying? So it's like, but that's not what we were trying to do. I got that. We wanted to make a horror movie. We was like, the fact that we got hurt in these things, they were like, it's perfect. And then we had a list of rides, like, how can we kill someone on every one of these rides? You know, it's like, and then what could we actually do? So like, you know, if we get to make Traction 2, you're going to see a lot more of those deaths. So
let's go.
You know,
yes.
Yeah, baby. Let's
go.
go.
Yeah. I want Traction 5.
Yes.
We're going all the way to
Break it out,
5.
so
God damn it!
Fucking A, man, from your mouth. You know, so it's like,
Absolutely.
we want the Terror Twins killing people until they, can't walk anymore. Put it that way. So until they're old and can't walk.
Copy that. Well, this is a great setup. Great location and all that. We're going to get to it in a little bit, but no more lollygagging here, baby. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and play lollygagging. Let's go ahead and play the trailer to Traction Park Massacre. Hold on to your butts.
Terror Twins LLC presents.
The boys want to see some old abandoned amusement park, and supposedly these maniacs, the Von Metzger twins, still haunt the place.
A group of friends
Cheers!
meet outlaw bikers.
Nice place you got here, amigo.
Meet Pharaoh twin psycho killers. In a notorious abandoned water park.
That old park, it's actually real. Baby, wait for me.
Check it out! The death loop!
Time. Sorry, he's not finished yet.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Carnage. Carnage, baby. Let's go. Yes, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is right up my alley, man. The location, the vibe, the concept. I'm thinking, I'm getting stone cold Brian Bosworth vibes with the bikers showing up. I was like, the twins look like a lot of fun. So
they were awesome. They're stars. They're literally stars.
Yeah, let's take a look at it again, and by all means, we'll hear a little behind the scenes commentary on how this project came about from the legends. Obviously, avoiding no spoilers. So let's do it.
Sure.
So how long again did it take to make?
We were fast. We again, it's a budget film, and we shot it in 15 days.
Wow.
Fast.
Grueling 15 days. That was the best time of our lives, but also the most stressful, but great.
Yeah. So it's a 15 shooting days. Yeah. And just, you're basically always gunning for the next shot. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're just like, you complete something, it looks good, move on. That's the order of the day. And
we had kind of like a 2-take policy, but it ended up always being the 3rd take.
Yeah.
Copy that. This actor right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Alan Z?
That is Alan Z. Yeah.
How cool is that? Yeah, great composer. He did some music for one of my favorite shows, Warrior. So how cool is? Did he do the music for this film?
He does have a song in it.
He has a song in it. Our friend Alex Skolnick, who is the mighty guitar player of the band Testament, did the score for this film.
And he
did you just say Alex Skolnick?
Destroyed it. Yeah,
I did.
Did you just say Alex Skolnick from Testament did the music for this movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
He's an amazing musician, a jazz player too, of course. And the score is composed by Alex. There's songs of other people, but he did the score.
Oh, that's sold even more. Yeah, love Testament, man. Yeah.
Sure.
Disciples of the Watch, baby. Yeah. Now, was this where was the whole film?
We went
in Georgia,
New Jersey.
No, we shot in Georgia and Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean it's based on Action Park, but we're not doing Action Park. We don't even call it Action Park in the actual film. There's basically this is it. This is this is how you do low budget filmmaking, kids. It's like we didn't have the money to like even go rent out an amusement park, and it didn't feel right either. It's like I kind of feel like I've seen that a little bit. So we just said, okay, what if it's like this legend, like the thing burned down like 15 years ago. Like, let's just start there, that the thing was this notorious park and a lot of people got hurt and it was legendary, but it burned down. So now we could sort of be in the forest and just have the pieces of the park that we want to have. And it looks creepier that way. Everything looks creepier.
Perfect.
So so now you just need woods. So that was really the jumping off point. The park in the storyline that we have is called Action Wonderland. But of course that, in sort of urban legend thing, that gets distorted to Traction Park very quickly. And that's what it's known as. We're not really that specific about the location. You kind of get a feeling that it's in the South. I mean, people who I guess maybe know Georgia might see some of the roads and pick up on it, but we never really hit on it too much. It just, we were not trying to be Action Park in New Jersey. We were just like
not at all
jumping off, using it as a jumping off point.
It's just a great setting to have a place where you can have a bunch of creative kills. It's and just from our own experience, we're like, crap, it's like one more step and you're killing people, in these roads. So
I mean, we almost got killed. So it's these, we came up, I mean, again, it's just came up with the idea of like, well, if one slasher killer is good, then two are better. So we came up with the Terror Twins, and we just figured they're the sons of the original owner. The original owner was like the kind of wild and unregulated visionary who created the park.
Well, I'll give you a little inside, thing. The father of the two twins is this guy named Oscar von Metzger, and he is played by my fellow director writer there, Adam Dubin.
Yeah, it's just in a photograph though. There's no flashback scene, but
works for me, man.
And so that was it. So we just said, okay, these two have been like running wild since the park, burned down 15 years ago. So if they were like 10 at the time, now they're like 25. Yeah. And their sort of thing is they just kind of hunt.
Well, they become urban legend. They become urban legend. And if you're stupid enough to wander into their, what we call their playground, their area, as far as they're concerned, you're now their toys to play with. And
you're fair game. So yeah, exactly. Game. So we thought, well, that's kind of a fun way to get going. And obviously it's a slasher movie. So you want a group of nice young people to, go up there and everything. But I don't know. We just decided let's add this other element, which almost makes it like an AIP biker film from the days of like Roger Corman or something. And we said, well, along the way there, before they even get there, they run afoul of this group of bikers who take too much of an interest in them and then decide to like kind of also at some point be part of the goings on up there at what it's not even really much of the park. It's really the area where the park once was. And so we just figured it gave you a whole bunch more characters. It made for a lot of drama very, very quickly. There was conflict very quickly. And, I don't know, it didn't take long. You're off to the races at that point.
Well, it's great because you have like these bikers thinking they're the alpha dogs of this whole thing, terrorizing these kids when it's like, it's not them. It's these two awesome guys right here.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. I love that. Look at these guys right here eating popcorn and they're just like,
that's what's great. It's like, these guys, they look almost harmless. But man, are they not, because they just don't have that thing you learn when you're growing up that you're not supposed to kill people. So it's just,
they never got.
Look at their faces. They're like, well, we have to kill some.
Well, that's what we were trying to come across. Exactly. You don't want them to be like, you're nothing. Oh, no.
Exactly. And remember, they're sort of fighting on their home turf. They've got this place rigged out with like traps and all kinds of stuff. Like all their weaponry and everything is there, so that they're really set up. They're quite content to be there. You know what I mean? I don't know what would happen to them if they went somewhere else, but we don't ever get to that, you know.
Oh God, we have double hatchet attack on
See,
a
that's what's great.
poor person
One
right
guy
here.
with a hatchet's good. Two guys with a hatchet's
Yeah,
even better.
yeah. Look at this guy in the background. He's like, oh shit.
I'll give you a little something. That guy in the background, he's not with us anymore. I mean, like in the movie. He's a
okay.
He's a statue.
Look at this. Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
This is a great idea, guys, because abandoned parks are creepy.
They're already creepy. I watch so many videos of these parks. I'm like going, you guys are nuts going in there. So
right?
Yeah.
Like, let me look at this. I don't want to hang around here. This is the what was it? The death loop?
That's the death loop. Yeah. That's one of our very few, like, computer generated shots.
Right.
Because it was,
because we just didn't have the money to make that thing.
No, nobody has the money to build something
this
like
looks
that.
good though. This looks
no,
good.
it's very
right.
Very
I
cool.
thought so too.
And we just
figured, really happy when I saw it.
It was, yeah. And Doug told the story about how we'd seen it as kids, but it was, we just figured that was one of the signature things of Action Park, and we wanted to try to include that. And of course, we came up with an entire sequence, couple sequences that have to do with that location. So yeah, it was really cool. This shot, for anybody who's interested, came kind of late in everything because it had to be created CGI wise. So
although we did have a like that bottom platform there, that was built for real.
Right.
The bottom part of the tube was built for real, as was the opening on the bottom part. So it's like we did have like physical elements because we had to shoot it. So
maybe that we had a tower that was 15 feet or 18 feet up to the platform, and then we've had to film a whole bunch of action on the platform. But for a couple times, you need to get the idea that this thing's really massive because they're looking up at it a lot. And people, the CGI guys created this, raised up the platform, made it look like it was, whatever.
Such a good job for us because there's a daytime shot of it as well. And if you could pull off making it look real at night and in day, and you don't have to show it a lot, you just have to get it in their head quick. All right, I see it. It looks real enough. Yeah. Boom. You see the other, the more tight shots, you're already there. Your head does the rest.
Nice. But yeah, I think this looks great. I think it looks good.
Cool.
But both of you were very smart and not going on this, on the real one.
We, like I said, it was already closed down. Yeah. And like I said, Ab and I were, the heads. We still are. And we were like, no way. Because he would have made me, he's like, you're going to do it. I'm like, I am not doing it.
Yeah. It was, it already was in bad shape then. Yeah, that's now you see the actors walking in front of the real platform that we had built.
Right.
Here
the actors and that's a real tube that we're shooting up.
Yeah, but he's, that platform, like I said, is probably 18 feet off the ground or something.
Yeah. And they still gave us, because we were a complete union shoot, everything was legit, but they were still like, you can't do this because they're so high up, and there was a lot of stuff, but you have to work around in order to get the stuff that you want. So you got to work around all that stuff, but we did it.
Well, you guys got me excited about the whole creative kills aspect, because that's really what us horror fans are here for. We're here for the creative kills. So I mean, it's fun, man. It's fantasy, especially us being huge fans of practical effects. We want to, it was like, oh my god, how did they pull that kill off? And then we want to see the behind the scenes.
That's another thing too.
Yeah.
In making a movie like this in such a short time, it's like we want to do things practically, but at the same time, they have to be most of the time done right the first try, because in order to reset something like that and to clean everything up, it was just a no-go for Adam and I while we were doing this. We were such a tight schedule, but we were fortunate. We really nailed everything pretty much on the first take, and if it had to go again, definitely on the second. So it was cool.
Copy that. Explosions.
Yeah,
practical explosions. That was one of the best days on set. Anybody who had nothing to do with that day, everybody was there to see that explosion. It was great.
Yeah. That was fun. They rigged out that RV all around the RV. It looks like it destroys it, but they rig it so that the flame fires out and burns very quickly, and it's propane that burns up very quickly and goes airborne, but gives you a very fire explosion. So
wow,
yeah, that was a lot of fun. I forget I think there was 9 kind of placements
these
around
like canisters that point away from it, but create that, which is so cool.
That's amazing. That's pretty cool.
It was fun. Yeah. It was a fun time blowing that up.
Oh, that was great. Oh my God. But also, you're sweating it as, I was feeling like it's going, please look good. Please look good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Predator, we got a Predator-esque shot here with the biker just shooting randomly.
Yeah. In the woods. He's looking for, and again, he is firing real blanks. That's a real flash coming out of the gun. No computer flash there.
Oh, wow.
We were really adamant about that. I was like, nah, I know they can make it look good, but it would help everybody around if you hear that gun going off and you see that flash, I'm
gonna say, Preston, there's a shot in the film that we kept talking about as a Predator moment where our lead girl, Jamie, who's in there, the shots all through here of her, she sees the twins. Remember, they're urban legends, and maybe people have gotten photographs. They're not even sure. It's very Bigfoot like kind of thing.
Like, it's like that big footage in the beginning of the trail,
right? And so she looks at one point and sees them, and she's actually being threatened by the bikers. So there's like real mortal danger, kind of coming to her. But she looks past that. She's scared, but she looks past it because suddenly she sees them. And I always remember that in the movie Predator, when the girl that they take from the village and goes on the rest of the trip with them, she sees the Predator. She actually sees the thing because it doesn't hunt her. And,
right.
And I always just thought, and we talked about it on set. We were like, that's the Predator moment. It's in the film. So yeah, there was plenty of times at night when we were, filming this that we were thinking about Predator.
How cool is that?
And how this kind of it's in where we would walk around being like Bill Duke going, have some fun tonight.
Have me some fun.
Have me some fun tonight. Yeah. That was the best part because we go see these movies in the theater and then we talk about them endlessly, and then we do have these moments on set during this hectic schedule to step back and we'd look at each other. Can you believe what the freak we're doing right now? It's like, it was so cool. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I'll never forget, being able to live it, for real and hopefully entertain people by what we're doing. Yeah. So
yeah. That's what it's all about. When I first saw the trailer for a second here, I was like, is this Peter Stormare?
Nah, he was great.
I was like, is it Peter Stormare for a second? It looked like, look at this. This looks like a fun shot right here.
We felt one of the other rides that we had to pay tribute to was the Alpine Slide. One, because we all, we went on it, and that
our other friend got hurt.
Our friend got hurt. Everybody, that was, we saw people flying off that thing and getting hurt. So it was like, but it's also one of the iconic things it's on all the commercials. You see people coming down on it for Action Park. And we just were like, we got to do something with that. I mean, again, it was, it took a lot to try to get this done on the budget, but it really felt like there's got to be some kind of sequence that involves this with the Terror Twins. And we created it, and it was really a lot of fun when you see what happens here. But yeah, that's it.
It's awesome. And they built all that track. It was great. Adam and I got to ride it once. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. Look at these guys.
Yeah. They're swiping away at that.
Well, that's the thing. They like I said, they look harmless, but they will slice you up without even a second thought.
Right. They enjoy it. I always felt the best kind of villains enjoy what they do,
Yeah. Oh, we got a biker beat down.
Yeah, bikers.
Now this was it.
This is
I got really excited.
Well, it's.
I mean, how did you get?
Arguably the star of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, this right here. I mean, let's go ahead and talk about how you guys created this.
Okay, so
this started from a simple. Adam is a great cartoonist, and he drew this simple picture of this contraption, but it was hand cranked. And I remember looking, we were talking about it, it's like, well, Adam, we have to have them, it's twins, so they both have to be using it. And I think we got to power this thing. I think this thing's got to be basically this hatchet wheel spinning on wheels that's basically a monster truck. And then from there, I just went to town, doing the details, and we did some really elaborate drawings and physical mock-ups. And then we found a guy, Adam found a guy from a friend of his who was able to physically take what we gave him drawing wise and construct this thing and make it work. Now, work is I don't think it's going to really hurt anybody because it was still very fragile at the same time, but it doesn't look fragile when you see it on screen.
It's called the Hackosaurus, and
there we go.
And they, we just gave it a name. I don't think anybody even in the film ever.
No one uses it in the film. No.
It just comes out, and this is like their kind of ultimate kill weapon that they drive. I mean, it's just crazy to have these spinning hatchet blades, but it's exactly what we felt they would come up with, like given all the time and the parts of the park that they have to work with, that they would come up with something, outlandish, and crazy like this. And it's just really fun. And I will say that the one other really fun aspect of it is when this comes out, and again, it's toward the end. It's a climactic part of what's going on in the film. But when it comes out, Metallica was good enough to allow us to use one of their songs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sequence. So during that scene, we have the original version of "Seek and Destroy" off "Kill 'Em All."
Way
starts cranking as if from that boombox when they're like firing up this machine. So that's kind of a fun thing. It certainly it fits in the way that it does for this. It's a fun.
And that's actually it's a good story because when you're writing a movie and you're planning a movie out, you have so much you want to do. And, you during the process, every time we would submit a script to our, production people, they would break it down and they would tell us a budget and be like, oh, crap. So, I mean, it's like it's constantly cutting stuff out until you could get to the point like, all right, you guys can barely do this now, So it's like the whole thing with the Hackosaurus is like, yeah, there's a boombox back there. You were supposed to. We had so much stuff to do in the preparation for this that we couldn't do because we just had to get it done. We had to finish our shoot day. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't finish your shoot day, it gets put into the next day and vice versa until you don't have enough of a movie. And I would constantly say, Doug, if we shoot 90% of a movie, we don't have a movie. And I was like, you're absolutely right. And so we would have to make, I'm not going to say that they are difficult decisions, but Am and I were able to problem solve and going, okay, we can't do that, but we can still make it work and have it be entertaining. So it's one of those things, and but it works. This sequence is so much fun, and that's the great way to put it. Yes, people are gonna get fucked up, but it is so much fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Now this is what's happening here.
So this is kind of the death ball. And it's like we based it. There was something, it's funny you mentioned that Johnny Knoxville movie earlier, but really less about that. What we really, if there's anything that kind of people are aware of and we enjoyed was the documentary that plays. It still to this day plays on HBO. It's called TRACTION Park. It's very well done. I don't know the filmmakers. I don't know anything about it, but I just know I enjoyed it, and it kind of reminded us of what had happened there. There was something on a ball on a track that was a tested thing. It never made it into we're going to have people in it because they put a kid in it, rolled it down the track. The track was PVC pipe. It got soft in the sun. The track broke. The ball apparently rolled down the hill and across the roadway that went by Action Park. I mean, the kid, could have been killed, wasn't.
Oh my God.
They talk about that. We looked at this, we built like a ball, and we said, wouldn't it be fun if inside the ball is spikes? It's
a rolling Iron Maiden.
It's an Iron Maiden that's round.
Holy shit.
They don't have to do any. That's what's so much fun about it. It's like, it doesn't nothing shoots out, you just get somebody in it and you roll it down a hill. That's all you got to do. It's like gravity does the work, you know.
And that's a real freaking ball like that. It was huge, huge. And here's the thing: what you're seeing here, this was done on the last day of shooting. So it's like we're like so close to the finish line. You see it. You're there, right? And it's like this was because no one knew whether this ball was going to fall apart or what it was going to do because it was never rolled like this. So.
Right.
The first time they rolled it rolled in the wrong direction and it kept going. And you see a bunch of production people running down to try to get it and it survived, which was great. And we knew we only had one more chance to do this. And this is the shot. You see it and it starts to go off, but like a bowling, like when you're bowling, it does this great curve and just goes where it's supposed to. I remember Adam and I looking at each other and going, yes.
Got it. Move on. Yeah, that's what happened.
Wow, that's amazing. Rolling Iron Maiden. Now this is this. Yeah. Speaking of money shot, look at this shot right here. This is fucking epic.
Yeah, so we wanted to introduce the Hackosaurus. I mean, these shots are a bit out of order, which is fine. It's
a trailer.
A trailer, and we just figured these guys, if they had built such a thing, they would like be very prideful. They would like display it before they kill you with it. They would show it to you. So we had this great lighting gag where the lights come up on it. And again, this is one of our very few CGI related shots. It was everything happens as it happens, things turning and everything. But the flames coming out of the stacks, as Doug mentioned before, we took a note from like the monster truck world here, and we have the pipes on it, and we just wanted it like puffing flame like monster trucks, but also as you probably remember, what a great moment that was in that Mad Max movie Fury Road, right, where they're like in that crazy vehicle and the puffing flame and everything.
Great stuff.
It's magnificent.
I was getting ready
everything
to say
else,
that.
the Hackosaurus is fully practical. That thing works. It spins. You rev it up with the the throttle, and it spins up. It has working lights. You can flick all the switches. The only thing they wouldn't let us do was spit flames out of it, which I mean, I kind of understand. So we had to add that. So
yeah, epic shot. Oh, there they go. They're at it.
They chase with it. And it's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's you're not seeing the other part of the kill because we're saving that, of course. But when that thing starts hacking, as it does, it generates a lot of blood really quickly. Like
a lot of spray, a lot of
back spray on that thing. Yeah,
yeah, that's what we like.
Yeah, exactly. But we figured as those blades whirl, they're gonna be throwing off what they're cutting into. You know what I mean? So yeah, we like.
Look at this. Look at this face right here. Now this is the face where you done fucked up.
Scarlett James, our final girl,
fucked up.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, this is a great moment in the film, and she's our lead girl or final girl, however you want to call it. Scarlett James, terrific young actress, and in this moment, which it's just great to have a powerful close up when it's needed, and in this moment. You could say she's kind of she's having a private moment there, just in a way saying to herself, there's no words, just saying to herself, like, whatever happens, I'm going to get through this. You know what I mean? Like she's having that.
She's had enough.
In her mind. Yeah.
This is the fuck it face. Fuck it. I'm gonna fight back.
Get out of it by her own will.
Yeah, exactly. And she did it. She did a nice job. She even like a tear came down. She was
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So somebody important was getting killed there, and that's where she had been pushed too far. She was like, "No, fuck this, man. Somebody's going down." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I love that's how we root. We root for our heroes that way. You know what I mean?
Well, that was one thing, Am and I really wanted to get across. We watch a lot of these movies, right? And they all have like their group of young people or whatever, but a lot of times you just don't care about them. And like, all right, when are they dying?
Yes.
Who's going to die first? Let's see them die. A very, very important element for Ab and I was we wanted you to at least care somewhat about these characters so that if and when they go, you're like, oh, come on, or you feel for it, or it's like when you have the guy or girl who is like going to be the dick, you like, I can't wait for this person to get it. So when they get it, it feels that much more like yes.
The payoff.
like that. So it's like that was a huge thing for us because, like I said, it's so many of these movies. Like I just don't give a shit about you, so I just I have a clicker in my hand. Like, all right, when are you getting it? So I could just see that.
Right,
That's
Yeah.
to me the. The killer of a movie is when you start holding your clicker in your hand. So we want to try to. We're trying our best to avoid that. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait to see her in action. But this is a hot take. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from the horror community for what I'm about to say right now. But what you just said, Douglas, kind of reminded me of this. But there's a movie out there called Frontiers, and Frontiers it has some cool practical effects, kills in there, and there's some really cool violence in there. But it has probably, I'm going to say it, the most annoying and useless final girl in horror movie history. Is in Frontiers, and I was screaming for someone to kill her off, and we're supposed to be rooting for this person.
But you get it. That's talking about,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh my god!
I wanted to avoid that.
Yeah, I want.
Sorry, Frontiers fans out there. I'm sorry, but that ruined the movie for me.
If you're putting something out there, you have to be able to take it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, exactly. I appreciate that you're you call it as you see it, and
yeah, you have to. You have to.
I don't know what the intent of the filmmaker was, but that's how it affected you. That's what's important.
Adam and I know that, at the end of the day, I'm like, we're making this movie for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to come on that ride with us, great. And, because there's going to be people who don't like it. And that's just the way of filmmaking, but you cannot please everybody. You try to, you get a freaking puddle of mud. So it's like, just make your movie. Anybody out there, make your movie and, be happy that you made your movie. So,
and it'll find its audience.
Yeah, it will find its audience.
Yeah. Now, is she holding a real arm here?
It is what was real. It's taxidermy now, and
right.
She's that's what she's got to defend to keep them back.
Oh my god, amazing! So that's why I didn't get it at first, and now I'm getting it. That's why they were like, "We're not finished yet."
Yeah, exactly. Because
so then going back, the shot where you saw the guy in the background. He's finished.
Yeah. Alan Z's still kind of, on his way to being taxidermied. So it's like he's there. He's calling out to her while this is going on, So
it's amazing.
Crazy.
Amazing. And she's using it as a weapon. It's great.
Yeah.
She has no choice.
Yeah. Love it.
Yep.
These guys. Coming soon, baby. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Right,
yes. Our end credit song is written by Adam and performed by his band Das Moose.
Yeah.
It's called "Don't Cry for Me," and it's a great song. Yeah, with a cameo from Alex Skolnick. You're right. Good call.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
So that's it. I can't wait for you to see this movie, Preston. Really would love to know your thoughts on it.
I'm so stoked I clicked on the wrong button and got us a Three Musketeer view right now.
Sorry.
But yeah,
you guys are beautiful. Me.
I'm looking like old man Moses. I'm looking like Gandalf over here. What are you talking about?
I like your mohawk, man. You're hiding your mohawk, man.
Yeah, I'm hiding it. It's not ready. My mohawk isn't ready yet.
I'm there. We're all good.
But yeah, man. Traction Park Massacre, son. Creative kills. A likable final girl that you want to root for. You're not annoyed the fuck out of the whole movie. Fucking Frontiers. All right. And memorable villains. A memorable killing device. Let's fucking go, man. I can't wait
fucking go
to watch this movie. But we're getting close to wrapping it up here. I could talk to these legends about horror movies all day and action films. But really quickly, congratulations on getting the film premiered at New York Comic-Con. How did this turn out?
It was a moment. It was amazing.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
it was unreal.
Yeah, we through our PR company, we had contact with Comic-Con, this organization, and they liked what we had. It wasn't just a horror movie, it had this connection to the real life park, and they felt that that was something that they wanted to build upon and that their audience would enjoy. And indeed they did.
Big shout out to the Syndicate. They were amazing.
They did a great job. And
are amazing.
But I think what's amazing is that the film, I mean, we were vindicated by the fact that, like, you know, they kind of took a chance on us, and we showed the movie. Everybody stayed. That we filled the panel rooms, which is, you know, kind of what you want to do. You want to fill it up. And
we had over 400 people that came to see
it. They could leave because they didn't purchase a ticket. All they have is their badge for the day, but they stayed after. And Doug will tell you what happened after, because it was even better. I mean, it was
awesome. So afterward, well, first of all, the movie, you know, Am and I are like watching, you know, these 400 plus people and going, please work, and it all our points seemed to hit at the right time, and Am and I were just like, yes, next one, yes. So it was great. You know, the movie ended, everybody clapped, but afterward we had 13 of our actors there, and we had created these lobby cards, like, you know, like movies used to have these lobby cards showing what the movie's about, and the audience was just flocking around them at these tables, having them sign these lobby cards, and it was a good 200 of these people were just not leaving, and we had to leave the convention center because it was late at night. And we also had a really, really cool artist, this guy named Tony Squindo, who does a lot of work for Metallica, also do a really cool 8x10 characterization of the Terror Twins, and he was there signing his work, and it was just such a great community moment. It's like, you know, you go to these conventions, and I love them because I'm like, I'm home, you know, I'm surrounded by my people here. You know, it's like, it's just so much fun. And to see that community come together and talk to Adam and I and tell us that they liked it, or they, you know, nitpick something here, which is fine, you know, because that's what Adam and I would do. But
yeah,
the end run was that they did dig it. They dug it. It worked for them. And throughout this whole process for myself, and I don't know if I remember, but that to me was the moment. I was like, okay, this was hard. It was, you know, so time consuming, stress, but it was worth it for that, you know, to see that moment and to see people see what we saw, you know. It's like I said, it's a horror movie, but, you know, it has the funny and the camp in it as well. You know, we're not trying to, you know, go into a lane that we shouldn't be in horror wise. We knew the lane we wanted to fit in, which was a little wider. We wanted to be a little more broad, to have, you know, a little bit more of a, you know, the audience to go for it. So it's like, but we still, you know, got to bring the kills, got to bring the blood, you know, got to bring the good characters, you know, you care about. So, but to me that was, and it just happened last month, and it was just such a great moment. I remember coming home finally with my wife and going, holy crap, we did it. You know, it was such a cool feeling, you know, so.
How cool is that, man?
Yeah,
I'm sure well deserved.
Coming up, we got one screening coming up.
Can you say where yet, Adam?
Yeah, no, I can. We got into the Northeast Horror Film Festival in Teaneck, New Jersey, and that will be on December 6th at 3:30 p.m. And Doug and I will be there to introduce the film and talk after the film. And I mean, we're looking forward to it. Anybody can look it up on, you know, it's on our Insta feed or any other thing. But really excited when there's going to be more festivals coming up and distribution. So that's all I got for now.
We are getting this movie out there for sure.
Hell yeah. Again, congratulations on the festival run and the upcoming more festival run for the film. Of course, the Blu-ray, all that digital release, all that good stuff. How you guys that are watching this right now, how you gonna know the news? How you gonna when are you gonna, you know, how you gonna know when this movie's coming out? Hey, you got to click on the links in the description box below of this video.
And hopefully, you know, some kind of a little bit of theatrical beforehand, just for the for, you know, shits and giggles. Come on now.
Yeah. So click on those links below. Follow Douglas and Adam on Instagram. That's right. They will keep you in the loop. Of course, you know, Samurai Guy will keep you in the loop as well. And
it was an honor. It was truly an honor.
Yes, hey, it was an honor to have both you guys talking horror movies and metal and Predator 2. We can do this all day, son.
The unsung
you guys second
hero
home.
Predator movie.
This is you guys' second home now. Come on back.
All right.
Oh, we'll be happy to.
Cool.
Love talking.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk after you see the movie for sure, and definitely would love for you to see our old school kung fu movie from way back.
Yes, we got to do that. We got to do that. Upcoming video.
Sure.
We got to do that
There you
for
go.
sure. But I mean, look at this shot right here. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, come on, all you horror fans out there. You know you want to see this.
I love that.
Yeah, that's right.
The best thing is what
the
there
twins
you go.
have been.
There you go.
The twins have been causing ruckus since day one.
That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. They are stars. 100% stars, you know, through and through. Bodie and Kai Schultz.
Yeah, shout out to them. I can't wait to see them in action. But anything you'd like to say to your followers before we wrap it up? We'll start with Douglas first.
Just that I hope you guys get to see this movie soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as Adam and I enjoyed making it. And that's it, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
Here he is, Adam.
Anybody who's watching this, I thank you for being a fan of horror. Continue to support horror and particularly independent filmmaking. You know, go see it, go buy it, go download it, whatever you can do. And of course, you know, listen to heavy metal, you know, it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I think, more practical effects, more better.
Yeah.
Yes. Heavy metal and practical effects. Let's go. And more blood. More blood.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The one thing you don't see there is the guys with the blood cannon just outside frame, just firing this stuff at him. It's worth the price of admission. And just, you know, everybody on the movie couldn't wait to get covered in blood. It's like, it's like 4 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. It is freezing in Atlanta at that time when we were shooting, and they couldn't wait to get covered in this stuff. You know, it was great. That enthusiasm is just
dedication.
amazing.
Yes, enthusiasm. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this was a blast, gentlemen. Don't you guys go anywhere, but all you badasses that are watching right now, again, don't forget, click on the links below to follow Adam and Douglas on Instagram. And hey, if you enjoyed yourself, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Old Samurai Guy. Hit the notification bell. Follow the Movie Dojo podcast right here on YouTube and on Spotify. And we'll see you guys on the next one, baby. That's right. Keep watching them horror movies. That's right. A lot of blood coming up. That's right. Traction Park Massacre, baby. Let's do it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Peace.